All right, come along as we descend the most spectacular of the corridor trails and also perhaps the most difficult, the majestic South Kaibab. You can see when we drop in, we immediately head down this short set of switchbacks called the Chimney as we get ready to descend almost a mile's worth of elevation, 4,720 feet over 6.5 miles between here and our final destination today, the Black Bridge that spans the Colorado River. This guide's meant to show you what you're in for and the places you can stop or turn around along the way. Our first stop, easily the most popular spot on South Kaibab, it is called Ooh Aah Point. Coming up on it right here. This is just about a mile from the trailhead and almost 800 feet down. The views are what gives Ooh Aah its name, and these are the views you can't get on the more famous Bright Angel Trail, and the views are just like this basically the entire way down. As we keep on moving, you can see what I'm talking about between Ooh Aah and our next stop, Cedar Ridge. The canyon just opens up and gives you some of the best views on the planet. A lot of times, seriously, I just start laughing because it's so overwhelming. A half mile from Ooh Aah and a mile and a half from the top, we do finally come to Cedar Ridge, the most popular turnaround point for day hikers. There are toilets here, but no drinking water. In fact, there's no drinking water available anywhere on South Kaibab. There is water seasonally on Bright Angel, which makes it a safer choice for many. All right, leaving Cedar, we're a mile and a half away from Skeleton Point. After a couple of switchbacks, you can see this is more of a gradual descent to Skeleton. By the time we get there, we'll be 3 miles and more than 2,000 feet below the rim. Now, legend has it Skeleton Point is named for the pack mules who have taken a wrong step around here. So I promise you this trail is not dangerous as long as you stay on it. No facilities at Skeleton unless you're a mule. Careful, fellas. Oh, and the Park Service says this is as far as you should go on a day hike. But if you're hiking rim to rim or rim to river, your next stop is Tipoff in about another mile and a half. And your next challenge, maybe the biggest of the hike, the red and white switchbacks. These bad boys are no joke as they quickly descend about 500 feet. And I can tell you they are not a whole lot of fun when you're going in the other direction. But again, the rest of the journey to Tipoff is more gradual, and when you get there, you're almost 4.5 miles and more than 3,200 feet below the south rim. Toilets and a storm shelter here, but again, no water. All right, it's now when we start thinking we're almost there. It's just over 2 miles to the river from here, but we still have more than 1,500 feet of elevation to lose. There are a lot of relatively smooth parts in this section between Tipoff and the river, but you do still have to watch your steps. Sprained ankles, twisted knees, they have ended many a hike on South Kaibab because the trail can be rocky and uneven and rutted out by the mule trains as well. You got to be careful. All right, you can see the Colorado approaching, running brown today. It's always either brown or a gorgeous emerald green. And there's the Kaibab Suspension Bridge, better known to canyon hikers as Black Bridge. Down some more switchbacks, through a tunnel, and there we are, 6.5 miles and 4,720 feet of elevation later. We are at the bottom of the Grand Canyon via the jaw-dropping South Kaibab Trail. Don't miss it. We'd be grateful if you'd like and subscribe to the channel so we can keep bringing you more from one of the most majestic places on Earth.